Hi, everybody. So, you're probably wondering where I am. I'm not in my I'm not in my studio today because I was planning on it, and then we had a little poop explosion, and now we're in the tub. And so I thought this was actually a really perfect way to kind of come to you guys today because, and I have Milo in the back with me here, um, because as we do these 5-minute workouts, we are really, and I realized I might not have explained it as well as I could have earlier this week. But what I will be doing this week, what we are doing this week, is I'm introducing some movements to you, some stretches and concepts that we will be revisiting throughout the program. But mainly, what I want you to be diving into this week is your relationship with movement. For some of us, we place a lot of expectation on our workouts, a lot of really heavy things like weight loss and body transformations and things like that can be really self-improvement, things that are just really big and really heavy. And while those things aren't necessarily or inherently bad, they can place a lot of pressure and a lot of weight on our daily movements. And that can lead to things like guilt and shame when we're not able to get them in. And then that ultimately leads to an inconsistent practice, right? And maybe a practice that is doing things that is not actually serving us. So when we make it less about what we are accomplishing in the long term and more about what we are accomplishing on a daily basis and how we are caring for ourselves on a daily basis, when we do that, they become a little bit less heavy. These workouts become less heavy for you and less likely to lead to that guilt and that shame. And hopefully that makes it a little more possible for you to maintain those consistent movements, especially when our days are already heavy enough, right? I mean, I just had major blowout session. Like, it was pretty ugly, and now I had to like carry him into the bath, stick him in here, not to mention, thinking like I have to do this class at the same time. And so finding a moment where I can just take a breath and give myself the things that I need is, on top of that, there are a lot of other things going on around me, and a lot of things that, I didn't get enough sleep last night, things like that. They start to pile on. And when we pile on the expectations of weight loss and body transformation and these things that maybe we don't even fully have our why for, like we don't understand why we're doing those things, it can just be really impossible to maintain that consistency in order to do those things. We got to keep this draining. I know. We're having a day, folks. So with that being said, let's do our 5-minute practice before we expire in here in the bathtub. Today we are thinking about, yesterday we gave into the chaos. Today we are giving into imperfection and interruptions. All right, which is perfect for what's happening now. He's draining the tub. So I'm going to start us on 5 minutes, and we are going to do a quick stretch while we're doing that. And then we are also going to be breathing. I will be interrupted. It will be imperfect, and that's okay. All right. So I'm going to start us off. And what I'm going to have you do is reach your left arm out to the side as far as you can, and kind of far, like you can either reach it straight out or you can bring it down, and you're going to put your right ear down to your right shoulder, and you're going to feel a stretch right along here, the side of your neck. And what I want you to do is take a deep breath in. Take a deep breath into the side of your neck here. All right. And you might want to just reach that arm down to the ground. Really reach it. You're going to feel a nice stretch here. Deep breath in. I know you really want that, huh? You just emptied all the water out. Keep going. I'll let you know when to switch. Deep breath in. If you can, if you're able to, just relax into that. Good. Go ahead and switch to the other side. So now your right arm is stretching down toward the ground. Your left ear is coming to your left shoulder. You're going to feel a nice stretch along the side of your neck. And you're going to do a deep breath in. If you want, you can even gently massage here. You can bring your hand just below your collarbone and pull down on the skin gently under your collarbone. And that will deepen the stretch just a little bit. And it might just feel good to kind of give yourself a kind touch. Deep breath in. Good. Now, I want you to just come into a comfortable position. If that means you're seated, if that means you're on your back, if that means you're standing. And I want you to place your hands on your belly. And as you take a deep breath in, I want you to feel what happens with your belly. Notice if it expands. Notice if it stays the same. I just want you to notice. We're not talking about what it should be doing. We're just noticing what our body is doing. Part of accepting imperfection is not only accepting imperfection that's going on around you and keeping you from doing what you want, maybe, and being frustrating or loud or messy. Loud, yeah. But also the imperfection that, maybe we have thoughts about imperfection in our own bodies and being uncomfortable in our own bodies. So, and I think our bellies hold a lot of those feelings. We hold a lot of feelings about that in relation to our bellies being imperfect. Our bellies have done a lot for us. They've been through many changes. And I just want us to take a moment to say either out loud or within, it is okay to be uncomfortable in my body. It is okay to be uncomfortable with my body. Some form of that. It is okay to have discomfort in my body. Giving ourselves space to just sit in that discomfort rather than immediately go to correcting it or feeling like we need to fix it or make it perfect. Sometimes we need to give ourselves that space to be in discomfort before we can move forward. And it is okay. We are going to go through periods of time where we are uncomfortable, and that is normal. It is normal to not feel comfortable and perfect in our bodies at all times. Take one last deep breath. Touch your belly one last time as you take that deep breath in. Notice what it does without judgment. And then exhale. Open your eyes if you have them closed. we did it. That was 5 minutes. I hope that was helpful to you, and we will be doing more. And so remember, and we're expiring here, so remember to, I hear you. Okay, I'll be there in just a sec. Remember that this is a week where we are really discovering and asking, like, what is my relationship with movement? Why am I feeling the way that I'm feeling about these short workouts? If you are feeling uncomfortable with them, why am I feeling the way that I'm feeling about my body? What is that? Really taking a moment to ask questions rather than jump straight to these big, heavy body improvements, these big, heavy things that we place on our movement practices a lot of the time. All right, I know that's a little bit different for a movement program and a fitness program, but we're doing things a little bit differently here. All right, have a great day. And I will see you tomorrow, which is Wednesday at 8:00 p.m. All right, bye.
Bye.
Bye.